Guys, welcome in. Let's go through Browns defense against the Ravens in this one. Another good performance outside of a few specific plays. What stood out to me is how aggressive the defensive line was in this game. Baltimore lived in a lot of 11, a few plays of 12, but a lot of 11, and just vertical disruption is what they wanted. And, here you're getting a double trap concept. Some people call this BAM because wham is a 3-trap concept, but aggressive defensive line vertical, and then linebackers like Devin Bush on this play ready to clean it up. Miles does a great job noticing, obviously, that the tackle's going down. So if he's too far upfield, he's going to miss it. You'll see him get flat, and that obviously is met by the aggression of Bush, and you get a nice play at the point of attack for a short gain. All righty. Nice play up front on the initial snap. The game's 2nd and 9 now. Right back to it. Justice Hill in the backfield, a little different look for them on this one, but they clearly wanted to hit this inside zone in between the tackles concept stuff, but they did not do a very good job of having the right people. I mean, there's nobody there. They're running a concept where they're not getting... I don't know why they're not releasing, reading, and arcing here or whatever. I'm not sure what they're doing because they're hinging at the tackles and creating zero for the linebacker to be concerned about. So schematically, it's interesting to say the least. That's an easy play for the second level to get up and force chaos. We're going boss front, bigs on one side over here, right? So we're going to overload the left side against this cluster look on the right. It's just man. So we're going man with Schlesinger as a low hole sitter. He's there to help out on Delpit's situation, trying to initially be there. He's kind of, I want to be delicate with this because he's kind of doing a little bit of both. He's also there for any Lamar scramble opportunity. The unfortunate thing here is that, we got, way too... I don't know what Delpit really is like. Because of the chip that you get right here from number 3 in this bunch set, you get a chip here, and I don't know if Delpit causes him to slow down because of it, because ultimately he's too late getting to where he needs to get over top of that to cut that ball off from being a first down. Just kind of a slow reaction from Grant on that one. So otherwise, if you have less a running quarterback threat. Maybe Schlesinger's reading this and sitting in this general area instead of trying to climb downhill and be there for quarterback run. Browns are trying to overload one side, obviously, to make sure that Lamar is not outside here, and then obviously do a good job of containing him here and then having him step up for Carson to meet him. We're too slow from Delpit to get right where he needed to be for Tylan Wallace on that one. So 1st and 10. The next play after the first down. So we're just going to get a little, I don't know if this is an RPO for them. It looks like it has some elements of, nope, this is just a true screen. This is actually a nice little concept because you're pulling the guard this way. And what we're hoping with the guard pulling opposite of everybody else moving out is that the linebacker is going to read that guard and go, right? That's the hope. You see how Carson does that? You see how he reads the guard? And I'm talking about Carson right here. Watch him read the guard and react downhill and then get out. It just creates some good leverage. Now, the Ravens offensive line, I don't think does a good enough job being understanding of here, needing to be here, and then maybe winding back to create an alley. But it's a pretty good concept they put in place there. I actually really like that one from them. So watch the right guard pull and watch the impact it has on 49 Schlesinger right there. And that's why it's a nice little wrinkle, because that linebacker to the screen side is the one that has the most opportunity to, blow that play up for a negative. So it's a 7-yard gain on first down. Just a tough concept. They did a good job, the Browns did, of rallying up to make that only 7 because of it. This is just a great effort. 4-yard losses in the run game on 2nd and 3 are everything you want. So we're looking at, I don't know if they're going jet motion into a pin pull. So what we're trying to do here up front. They're trying to get a pin right here, right? And then they're trying to pull, I think they're trying to pull both guard and center out, which they are. You know, Mason makes the play. He's so fast upfield that he disrupts the center, Linderbaum, from pulling out here. See how he's quickly upfield? This play's blown up because he's so quick upfield. Isaiah Wright does a great job condensing down. Look at him meet Falale right there, 77. Boom, right there. That condenses it from the front side. That condenses it from the back side with Mason winning upfield, and you got a sandwich play with nothing to do. It's a great rep from both of them. Fired up. Love it. Those are good defensive run reps, and the Browns are putting a lot of those into place. 3rd and 7. Got, again, 11 personnel. Andrews there in the slot. They got a short entry motion trying to get to that slot fade. It's actually a nice little concept against man coverage because you're going to create some decisions the Browns have to make, right? So you need, obviously, the Browns want to be in man right here, but once this motion happens, you're going to see the Browns pass this off, right? See him pass this off to Harden. So now we get the slot fade against Harden. And just keep this play in mind for later, okay? It's a little different later, but they know they're going to get that corner route coverage one-on-one. Browns do a good job there. They do a nice job passing it off. Let's look. We got a single mug front. Defensively, do we get creative with 3rd down run lanes or pass rush alleys? Yes, we get a big loop. I like it. So you're going to get inside, A gap, B gap, C gap rotator. Like it. Off the left side. This is where I need on the right. If we're looking on the right, I need Mason to get better with the opposing hands of offensive linemen. So right here, do not let him get into you. Swipe those hands away right there. Knock his hands away so that he can't get into you. Now, you're not going to bull rush for all. He's too big. It's not going to happen. So just swipe. Just a swipe move right there would be so good for him. Good. It's a good blitz, safe blitz. Was there for anything that would ever come up, but yeah, good 3rd down rep collectively. Next time out for Baltimore, back in 11. Browns are playing man on this one as well. Got to come up and tackle. I mean, if you're playing off man, which is something that they'll do, you're playing a little off man, you got to be able to be willing to come up and tackle. That's something Denzel has just, to start the year, not been as clean at as we would like to make that play. Keep it to 3 or 4. We get Shelby inside. Good Lord. Ronnie Stanley on the left. Look at Miles just run through his chest. I mean, Stanley eventually gets there, but very good. Let's see what Isaiah Wright has on the right side. Tries to maybe swipe and doesn't. Not a great rep. But we're there. We got to come up and make that tackle for 3 yards. Can't let it turn into 10. All right, back next play. 1st and 10. Looks like a little cover 3 shell to me. I mean, we got an interesting look here. This is a base look. So in this moment, this is very interesting. This is Delpit and single high. This is Hickman at outside corner. Schlesinger, Jerome Baker, and I believe that is Devin Bush over there. I could be wrong, but so they're matching 12 with base, and they're playing. I mean, this looks like maybe it is man. Okay, so they're playing man. And they're just shading to the tight end. So we're going to put, this is not 3. So we're playing man. We got Denzel down in the slot here to play the 2 receiver side. And then we got Hickman over here on the 1 receiver side for Andrews. And then a linebacker for, or whoever, Charlie Kohler. I can't tell from this angle who is who. But they just wanted to get to that slot fade, and they kept coming back to it, It's open there. I mean, this is the difficult fade to cover. Just misses him. Let's see up front. It's a win for Miles to make him step up. Yeah, just I mean those are low. They are lower percentage throws. They're harder throws to make. So you know you like forcing those sorts of throws. And I think we're in 2nd and 10 now. Same sort of look. 12 personnel maybe. Nope. So we're in. This is an interesting wrinkle. The Browns followed. So they bring Ward over again right here. Right. We got. I believe this is Delpit now down here on Andrews on this one. This is 11 personnel. So they're just matching. They got, Ward on Flowers again, who's just running a shallow, right? 3x1. They're doing chip release at the top side with the tight end. And then Schwessinger's just rerouting Flowers a little bit. Just drops it to him. Pretty good pass rush rep from Aiden Huntington right there. But we got to make this play in space, man. Can't let him take a ball at 0 and turn it into 9-10 yards. You're right where you need to be. It looks like they brought Zay. Yeah, they brought him over in motion. This is something they would, again, go back to later on out of a different look. Not bad for Mason. A little more hand fighting here over the center, playing 0. Kind of knocks that. He actually takes hands to the face from Linderbaum. You see it right there, 64. Watch him get his hand in the face of Mason as he swipes too. That's obviously detrimental, but good rep there on the left side here from Huntington, creating vertical pressure. And this is a little bear front 5-down look they're putting into place. Nice job by 98. Good job getting rid of him. Collins 2. Good rep. Good hustle from 95, getting downfield after the ball's out, right? So 3rd and 1, the Ravens come up, man. They're gonna get in that little bunch, and then they don't want to put Lamar under center and run those, so they'll do it with the tight end. They've done it before. Andrews, this is nothing new. Brown's got to be a little quicker to notice it. So they get another first. Looks like they're just going. Oh, man, we'll have to watch it from the tight here. Just a bunch of down blocks with an insert. I'm not sure if they were trying to trap that right there with the tight end. But they don't have anybody for the... I mean, this is... I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish. Maybe they're trying to accomplish, like I said, that trap. But everybody's down inside. B-gap player, and then there's McGuire's just waiting on it. Like, that run has no chance conceptually to what the Browns did to it. So, nice answer from Cleveland. Second time I've not been totally sure what Baltimore's trying to accomplish in the run game there. So this is just a speed roll. To give Henry credit, man, cutting these defensive ends. He did a great job of that. The Browns could use a little bit of that from Sampson and some of the undersized that they have. They just run mesh here. So they're running mesh. The two outsides, Bateman and Zay Flowers right here, are just running mesh. They usually will have then a settle route over the middle, which you do see that come into play. Usually like to run this against man. It's not bad against zone, especially if Devin Bush drops back a little too far, but not bad. I mean, we don't mind 3-yard gains in the pass game, even though under center mesh is it's pretty rare these days to get that look. All right. Another 5 down from the Brown. Well, no, this is an overload. So this is a 3rd and 7. So we got an overload over here. Biggs on one side and a single mug and Schlesinger right there. It looks like they do bring 6. This is a 6-man trying to get some heat. So this is cover 0. So you'll see, I think this is DeMonte Casey back here playing free safety. He's going to take Andrews on the corner route. As you'll see Hickman pointed off, passing that off. Yep. Pretty clean everywhere. You got Newsome breaking on that. Would have probably been short of a first down or right at it. But the ball's behind him. How's it look up front? Get any wins up front? We got Wright, McGuire in on this snap. Maybe Miles inside. Yeah, is that 95 inside on that one? Okay, that's a new wrinkle. We're putting Miles over the B gap on this one. Drawing a couple different bodies, right? All right, not bad. They hold him to a field goal. So 1st and 10, next drive out. A great job from Miles going inside and then swimming back out quick, playing a little invert 2 here. So you'll see a low safety and then 2 corners playing deep halves. This is where it can get a little risky against 4 verticals because as you can see, I think Lamar just misses it. This out and up over here on the left side is a problem. All right. 2 out and ups and 2 seam shots they could throw here. With good pressure up front, as you'll see. That's much better for Mason getting off Falali the first. You can't help that there's a second one waiting for you, but that's a pass rush win right here. Great job knocking the hands off of him. Watch him here. Swipe, boom, past him. They had to double team there. That means they couldn't double team in other places. That allows 95 and 99 to win off their corner. Great job. Nice job up front, collectively. Good work. 2nd and 20 now. That's 95. Just closing down what should be a little outside zone from the gun before it even gets started. This is pretty exceptional from 95. Yep, they're just running gun outside zone from the and you can't run it if 95 is going to just duck under it, blow it up. So, good luck. Pretty good for Mason too. Working through that, getting vertical off that. Look at that split there. Just great. Great stuff up front. Really looking forward to their battle with the Packers on this one. This is a 3rd and 16 screen. You got to be prepared for it. They get a couple out. Good job by Delpit down here. Number 9 on the 20-yard line. Put the foot in the ground, redirect, bring him down. Good hustle running this down too. I think Malik Collins is the one who's running this down. 96. Great job. All right, force a punt. 2nd quarter now. 1st and 10. This is 12 personnel, so you are getting 3 backers on the field. That's Diabate right here. So he's your 3rd guy. It looks like you got... So at this point, Mitchell is in. This is right after the snap, block punt, excuse me. You know, this is something, ironically, that I watched the Steelers do in week 1. Insert block on this zone concept right here. It's actually a little trap they're running up front. You'll see this, the right guard trap the one tech or the shade. Yeah, and you're trying to get the same sort of chip there. And what you're doing is by doing this, you're forcing the corner to think about run defense. He's outside. Now I'm going to cheat him in. Now let's get him thinking about run defense, right? This is one of Henry's only successful runs of the day on this little trap right here. Bush is there, almost gets him down. Does a good job of defeating that with the energy of that one. You do need Mason on this one. You'd like him to be able to redirect off of this, beat him back across the face and be the guy to bring him down. Getting held, honestly. But this is a nice job from Mitchell, to his credit, on this play right there. He punches that ball out. Unfortunately, 16 is just standing there staring at it, and he falls on it first. It's just breaks of the game. That football was 100% out. Now, I think we're going to get the same play here, but you're going to get it with play action. The exact same look the next play. Yep. So he's selling through here again, and he's going to go to the corner. Same look up front, and watch the corner get in a bad spot. It's exactly what the Steelers did. I think Calvin Austin was the guy in week 1 who did it. So this is just concept pirating. They just stolen. It's a great idea. It worked week 1 for the Steelers, and it works week 2 for Baltimore.